Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Regan's Corner Sports Podcast Network presenting South Central Satellite Sports. I am your play-by-play host, Rory Tedimer. We'll be joined by Raina a little later. I know she's going to be late to this broadcast, but we got another edition of South Central Satellite's women's volleyball on deck for you here, taking on Griffith High School. Griffith's mascot, don't know what it is. It's some sort of mountain cat. I don't know if it's a cougar, a puma, something, but did not get the actual thing. Either way, great game coming up on deck. As you know, South Central has been absolutely dominant this season and are looking to continue that streak of domination here against Griffith. South Central, I believe last time we checked in, was still with 2 losses and about 20-something wins. We are here at Griffith High School, joined by Josh Regan. Josh Regan is there, and he's filming and should join us on the sideline every now and then for a nice little report. Either way, a great matchup coming very shortly. It looks like Griffith might have a little bit of confusion just as we start this game. Getting in their spot. Satellites led by Riley Schmack, Hope Welsh, Tatum Wade, Ella Schmack, Violet Navrosky, Rachel Schaefer all have had great years for the Satellites and have been a huge part of the way they've started this season. This dominant season for the Satellites, back-to-back dominant seasons. I know last year they also had a lot of wins. I believe they were 28-7. Never had this long of a delay to actually start the game when they're actually out on the court. Will be South Central Satellites ball. Hope Welsh back to serve. If you're paying attention to any of the games last week, you know Hope Welsh has had some absolutely phenomenal games, especially serving. She went on a 10-0 streak in one of them to start off a set and earned her game ball honors. Good little rally here to start off. And South Central wins at 4 hits over there for Griffith High School. It gives South Central Satellite the first point of the night, 1-0. Hope Welsh gets an ace. That ball goes out of bounds on the serve. 2-0 Satellites. Satellites in their navy uniforms with red trim. Griffith looks to be in some sort of black. And that one runs out of bounds, so it's 2-1 Satellites. And it'll be Griffith serve. Big time hit there from South Central, and that one goes out on the return from Griffith. 3-1 now, South Central. A big right side hit from South Central, and that gets another point, 4-1. So it is the Griffith Panthers. That's their name. I knew it was some sort of mountain lion. The Griffith Panthers taking on the South Central Satellites here. That one falls down there. It's 4-2 Satellites. Griffith Panthers varsity girls volleyball team. 3-7 overall. That's the answer on Max Preps. 3-7. Doesn't seem as if they probably entered all their games. As we know, South Central's got about 20 wins. South Central 21-2 entering this game. So Griffith might just not use max preps. And that could be the reason we're not seeing as many games there. Obviously a very big difference. 6-2 Satellites here. Satellites will block there. They're up 7-2. Big right side hit from Ella Schmack. Another block there for South Central. Controlling the net right now. Riley Schmack back to serve. The libero for the Satellites. Griffith with a clean return. Schmack with a dig. Big left side hit. A little delay in the stream. Satellites get the point. 10-2 Satellites. And it'll be a timeout called by Griffith. And that'll be the first timeout of set number 1. Satellites picking up right where they left off. They're on a roll here to start this match against Griffith. We'll be right back here on RCSPN. Satellites back here out the timeout. This is the first point coming back, and it will be a Griffith point 10-3. Satellites usually are very good coming out of an opponent timeout. I know the past few times they've been the ones getting the point, the first point coming out of it. They don't get it there. 10-3, Satellites still lead. Get a point there on a violation, 11-3. Back and forth going on here. South Central still with a commanding lead.
Okay.
Big backside hit there from Griffith. Hope Welsh.
Absolutely.
Josh, how you doing down there?
I'm doing pretty good down there. Just trying to figure out an internet source here. It's almost as bad as the roads coming in, but I digress. And Griffith had a little bit of a rally there, Rory.
Yeah, 11-6. Satellites got right back there. Now 12-6. What's the update on the score? I know you might have it a little earlier than us.
It is 12-6 there.
Beautiful.
Well, 13.
There you go. Satellites get another point as that one runs out of bounds.
Their Rory is now 6-15.
6-15. Satellites lead. A nice hit right there, right in the middle there for the Satellites. Get that point. Good spike down. 16-6.
Oh, boy. Jeez.
Satellites on a big time roll here. And Josh, what do you think? Do you think max preps? You think Griffith doesn't really use max preps? That's why they got such less games than South Central.
I don't know. I just don't think they count the tournament games that they play during the year for Griffith. I think they count everything else, where Satellites had 3 tournaments. And the way their record goes, maybe they didn't play deep in those tournaments.
Maybe you're right. That's also another reason. I was just thinking that maybe they don't utilize max preps as much.
True. But they are on a 2-game winning streak coming in. So
Interesting.
Yep. It doesn't look like they're going to continue it, though.
No, it does not. I mean, they're facing the Juggernaut and the Satellites. Down pretty big here early on.
Yeah, I'm just seeing service error after service error here for the
Yeah.
Panthers, just allowing the Satellites just to kind of take a nice little chill walk through this kind of game so far. But we saw against North Judson that if they take a chill walk through the second game, they might get upset. Jesus.
Satellites got another point there, 21-9. Satellites look to be closing in on winning set number one. They get an ace right there, 22-9. From the look of the scoreboard, I'd say this one might be ending up in favor of the Satellites. And just by the sound of Josh going on right now, I think timeout at 24-9.
Nope, that is a match. That is match win for the Satellites, 25-9.
Jeez, it's an absolute blowout here in set number one. 16 minutes into this broadcast. Set number one already done for here. Either way, the Satellites pretty commandingly take care of the Panthers. We've seen this happen before. We got to hope that they come back out with the same strength in set number two. We've seen them waver sometimes in set number two. But either way, that'll do it for set number one. Satellites win 25-9. That'll trigger our first break. I'm going to play the little intro we have here for you. We didn't get to play here early on, so let's play that intro entering this South Central Satellites volleyball game. You always got to love that little intro that our CEO, Josh Regan, made for us, and a great intro for South Central Satellites. Time to get that dub. South Central already up 1-0 in terms of sets here in this match against the Griffith Panthers, Griffith High School in Griffith, Indiana. That's where we're at right now. Satellites on the floor early, coming out of the break, Griffith High School. So trying to figure it out. They went down 25-9 in set number one. Seating there at Griffith High School, pretty interesting. They got the bleachers on the lower end, but they're not out today. Instead, opting for the higher end bleachers. So the second deck of bleachers there at Griffith High School. Don't know if maybe they run onto the floor a little bit, but I mean, that's right above the court. It's not like if you pull it out any farther, then it's going to be on top of the court in terms of basketball. Pretty interesting structurally wise. Maybe it's just for assemblies of something. maybe school pep rallies or something like that. That's the only reason they have them. Pretty interesting, though. I've never seen any high school do that. I wonder if it's actually the same on this side. Josh, I don't know if you can even answer right now, but Josh, are you high up right now, or is there that lower level open? Is it the same thing on both sides in terms of bleachers? I can't hear Josh right now. I do see him trying to talk, though. We'll get that answer when he connects his audio or whatever the problem may be. Either way, a big spike down here from South Central. Start off set 2. Looks like a good dig. And it was for Griffith. And Griffith gets the first point of the set. Or actually, they're changing it so it was a violation before that. And it'll be South Central serve. Hope Welsh back to serve this one. So 1-0 South Central. There's an ace there for South Central. Sorry, I had a little bit of an interruption there. Josh has a score right now 2-0, but it's not, 3-1. There we go. That makes more sense. South Central still serving after a little bit of an interruption there. That one gets down 3-2. South Central leads. It's going to be Griffith serve. South Central up 7-2, controlling the net just like they did in set number 1. They're having a few interruption breaks here on this stream. Riley Schmack back to serve for South Central.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, so it's complete dominance once again there. And yes, the lower levels are open for the benches.
And the lower level is benches, you said?
Yeah, for tonight's game, yeah.
Yeah, alrighty.
On my side.
Yeah. Well, absolute domination here again from South Central. Griffith looks to just be hurting themselves. South Central hasn't really had to create much offense. They've had a good amount of spikes, but a lot of it just controlling the net, playing good defense, and then letting Griffith hit the ball out of bounds. Riley Schmack still serving. I believe she got an ace there. Can you give us a score update there, Josh?
It's 13-3 here so far.
13-3?
Yep.
Oh, wow. Can you update our score? It says 12-6. 13-3, though, is the real score. Looks like South Central's got another point there, so 14-3. South Central absolutely dominating Griffith.
Absolutely are.
South Central entered this match 21-2. They have not lost. I would even go to say they haven't lost since August.
They lost since August. They have not lost since August there.
They have not lost since August. Yeah. Remember, they went to 9-0, or went to like 7-0 or 9-0 against the Cout Phillies, and then lost 2 in I believe in a tournament. And then that was the only 2 losses of the season.
Right. So that was kind of the later part of that tournament too.
Yeah.
Playing all day, and one of the biggest schools in the state and in the region, in Mishawaka, it's still taking them to 4 sets. I mean,
yeah. I mean, that's great to see. And South Central up big again here. Josh, what's the score there as we hit this timeout?
It will be 3-16 here. And after this, we're going to show part of the interview with Rachel Schaefer. That's going to come out later in October.
How about that? So that we'll see that in between sets 2 and 3?
Yep.
Perfect. So that's something to look forward to. We got an interview with Rachel Schaefer, and we'll show a little bit of that. It looks like from the video file I see at the minute 54 of it. So get a nice little sneak peek of that interview. In between sets 2 and 3, Satellites coming out of the Griffith timeout. They're up 16-3. Absolute domination so far. They're looking for 9 more to win set 2. It'll be their serve at a timeout, and here we go. And the Satellites get the point, 17-3. Is Ella Schmack back to serve?
Like we said, it is.
Yeah, Ella Schmack with a wicked right arm coming on the right side spike.
It's actually Lexi Johnson was the server on that one.
Oh, all right. Lexi Johnson was a server. Hope Welsh, a little trickery, just trying to get it over. And I think she succeeds. No, she does not. Some sort of violation there. The Griffith point, so 17-4.
Right now, 19-4 so far.
19-4.
Another ace for Moster here. Molly, absolutely.
Is it 20-4? Satellite's looking for 5.
It is 23-4. And Jankman has been absolutely on fire with the aces so far here. Number 3. Oh my gosh. Okay, can you hear me?
All right, we lost Josh there just for a second. 23-4. I mean, you got to think this might be set point that we're seeing right here after getting a little bit of an interruption. It's not, though. Maybe 24-4. South Central in striking distance. We know that for sure. And they get that down. Josh, what you got for a score there?
I got game, set, match.
You got game, set, match. So we're about to see this in a second coming up on the stream. 24-4 right here. We should see it become 20. Ooh, maybe not. We must be pretty far behind you on the stream.
Just a little
That's
bit.
a point. The point there for Griffith. 5 points for them. Still set point here in set number 2 of this match versus the Griffith Panthers. And that looks like it should do it. I believe that was the final point. And yeah, 25-5. That is the largest margin I've seen this season that we've seen on RCSPN of a South Central win. 25-5 is the final score of set number 2. Absolute domination after they won set number 1, 25-9. So Griffith, within 2 sets, still hasn't seen double digits. Either way, coming up big on in between sets 2 and 3. We got a little bit of an interview here with Rachel Schaefer. Is that right, Josh?
Yep.
Completely ready on our skills during maybe even all 5 sets of the game. Like, we can't just expect all 3, like all 5 sets before sectionals. I think we need to experience that hard work, sweat, like putting in everything, leaving it all out on the court, and then we'll be even more prepared for when sectionals does come.
Absolutely. And then you kind of talking about the teams that you're kind of looking at, like maybe it's practice and this and that. So like a Griffith coming up,
Yeah.
who's won in whatever. Okay. So kind of like what lacrosse was last week. How do you kind of look at them and say that's not going to it might be a challenge too. Be like, hey, we know they're not good with their schedule.
Yeah.
Okay. But we can kind of be like, hey, this can be a building block for us because this could be a trap game if we don't.
Exactly. 100%. And that's what our coaches stress to us at practices before these games or before the game. Like, this is a time to be quick, to run everything that we can run, try different sets, try different hits, work on your serves. Like, this is a big chance for us to make a statement. That's what Coach Wade and all of our coaches always say. This is making a statement. Either when it's on our court or on someone else's court, you always want to come and put everything out there. And so, yeah, like Tri-Township, Griffith, like all these people, like even if you can see their record, a record doesn't always show everything a team has. So you still need to come out and be ready to push and to play as hard as you can for however long you need to.
Absolutely. I like that mindset. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. So, what are
Great little interview done there by Josh. And that was good too. That was a nice little preview.
Absolutely. It was a great interview. Go check it out. Second week of October, second Sunday. But yeah, it was one of my favorites. Even with the college interviews that we've done, very inside of the game there for Rachel on that one. But let's get into this possible sweep here quickly, and then an hour ride home, and let's get it going.
An hour ride for you, Josh? Oh my gosh, look at that commitment there from the CEO of RCSPN, Josh Regan. Wow. Very committed to this game. Very committed to seeing the South Central Satellites look for another sweep against Griffith as they are on the court again very early, way before Griffith is. They're ready to rock. It will be Hope Welsh back to serve to begin set number 3. If you're just joining us, South Central has won sets 1 and 2 convincingly by scores of 25-9 and 25-5. Absolute domination. Griffith hasn't seen double digits yet, and they might go to bed with South Central Satellites in their nightmares. Set number 3 is underway.
Absolutely. Especially since you know what holiday's coming up with Halloween. I mean, these Panthers are looking at Michael Myers at the moment here.
Yep. You've heard of the Monday Night Massacre. Well, here's the Tuesday Night Terror coming from South Central in Griffith High School. Oh my gosh. Josh, any student fans there in Griffith?
Any student fans in there in Griffith? I mean, they're across the way, so I mean, there's a few. There's not a lot though, because there's also.
We gotta assume. Yeah. I would assume that not many of the student fans are out there tonight. Probably more parents. It is a later start in games I've seen. That one's out. South Central gets the point there.
Again, Rory, it's a good drive between the two schools. So
yeah.
And plus construction and all that good jazz. It's a little rough.
What's the score there? What do we got?
We got 2. We got 2-5 here.
Wow.
Ooh, we got 3-5.
Griffith gets himself a point there. A diving attempt from South Central. That's no good. It's early on. I just got to say, I think Griffith looks a little bit better here coming out in set number 3 at least. At least they're attacking more and not hitting the ball out of bounds as much.
Just wait.
Oh, no. Yeah, we are a little bit behind here on the stream. South Central gets himself another point. I believe Griffith hits the net there. I don't know if that's what Josh was talking about. But yeah,
Nope.
that would be a self-harm right there. Self-inflicted wound. Back hit here. And yeah, that one sailed. There you go. That one goes right out of bounds. From the back line. Sailing it over the entire court. That's just a bad hit. And that's in there for an ace. Just a swing and a miss there from the back line of the Griffith Panthers. Cougars.
I mean,
Some sort of mountain cat.
I mean, their mascot could go either way. If it wasn't black, like some of the logos are white, so I mean, either way. But it's the Panthers.
The Panthers. A little communication trouble right there from South Central. And one ref's giving the point to South Central. The other one is giving it to Griffith. Ooh, some more miscommunication there from South Central. Hope Welsh came up with a little bit of a short set there.
Yeah, I mean, it brings it into a 4-point game here. 6, almost matching the total for Griffith in their first one, where they had 9.
Yeah.
But I just see South Central going on another run here and putting it away straight.
Yeah, it seems as if the blocking line for Griffith is not doing a lot of blocking forward. They're kind of getting tips on these. Maybe their hands aren't as wide as some other blockers are, but I have not seen that problem so heavily before. South Central, I don't think has had a shot blocked, except right there. They hit the net on the serve.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's the serving, it's the blocking. The only thing I've seen positive, maybe digging.
Back-to-back faulty serves for both teams. Josh, anyone out there for South Central that's usually not on the floor?
No.
South Central coach isn't even letting the subs play right now. There's no mercy on the mind here in Griffith High School. We got a timeout here. Don't know who was called. Is it South Central or Griffith? Either way, we got timeout here in set number 3. Satellites up big again here on RCSPN.
Oh, crap.
LaPorte's #1 used car dealer, All-Star Autos, is a proud sponsor of Regan's Corner Sports Network. All-Star Autos specializes in high-quality used vehicles and excellent customer service. You could say it's out of this world. They pride themselves on making your car experience as easy and stress-free as possible. You can view their inventory and apply for credit at allstarlaporte.com. They offer financial for everyone, have a large inventory of cars, trucks, and SUVs. So next time you're in the market for a new vehicle, check out All-Star Autos, the regional no pressure dealer, and see why we're #1 in used car dealers in LaPorte. And go Satellites!
And look at that perfect timing coming out of the timeout. South Central gets a point. South Central been a little faulty on their serves. We see another one there here in set number 3. Maybe the intensity is just not as built up right now. Kind of letting it slip a little bit, just sleeping through this.
Where are you at there, Rory, in the stream?
Yeah, I'm sure we're a little farther behind, but I was just saying, it's 12-6. It's one of the closer parts of this game. Just saw a hit from the left side go down for a point, and South Central got their serve back. By the way this is going, I don't even know if Raina is going to be able to make it into this broadcast booth. This is a very quick match. You're going to actually have to drive longer than the game actually lasted. How about that, Josh? Sounds like a sigh of upset right there from Josh Regan.
It is now 9-14 there.
9-14. Wow, so that's pretty close. That's the tied for the highest we've seen for Griffith so far today.
Rory there, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, so even the ref lost track there of the score.
Huh.
I don't know if I've seen that too often.
No, I have not. It's usually not common. What's the score update there, Josh?
10-18 Satellites. $21-10 Satellites.
21-10. 20 Satellite and close out this one. An hour, 50 minutes podcast. Generally have the average Satellite max, the ones that are a lot of those so far this season. That one's in there. So Griffith's not going down without a fight.
Absolutely not. But let's kind of talk about the marquee matchup tomorrow against Marquette. They're 11-2, according to Max Prep, coming to Satellite Country. So that should be a barn burner. In that game, we're going to have a Miami student broadcast with Rory here. So that should be a little interesting.
University of Miami?
University of Miami, the U.
The U, how's that? Hurricane.
Yeah.
Ready?
Hurricane, Mr. Ryan Braun.
Is his name Ryan Braun?
His name is Ryan Braun, yeah.
My God. Is a big Brewers fan?
Not really.
That'll be interesting. All righty. But yeah, hopefully a nice little competitor there for South Central. Let's see what they do with them. At least someone with some pedigree.
May get an exciting matchup like the Couts game tomorrow. So that should be good. This is over. This is my Marshall Notre Dame over. And that one hurt. That joke hurt. It hurt bad.
Yeah, I know. I can feel your pain in your voice there.
Yeah.
Satellites do get the serve back. Let's see what they can do with it. We know they're close to closing it out. And out of nowhere, they're giving Griffith the point. What do we got for a score there, Josh?
22-14.
Wow, Griffith making a little bit of a run.
Yeah?
Easily the best set they've played.
Easily. Okay. It is now 15-22 here. Satellites timeout there. Rory.
Griffith ball coming out of the timeout. Central getting a little close here.
A little close there. I mean, whew. Griffith's going on a little bit of a run here. Pretty good rally here going from the Satellites. And that ball is almost communication there. Rory, match point coming up.
Match point coming up.
Yep. Lexi Johnson serving. And that is game.
That's game. We haven't seen it yet on our stream.
Yep.
South Central has won this match. We'll try and find this last point. I don't know if you can see the stream. I don't know how far away it is. South Central has won and swept this match. Just see how they do it. And that one runs out of bounds. Was that the final point? It looks like it was. South Central complete domination from the beginning. They faltered a little bit there at the end of set number 3, but still end up winning it 25-17. That'll do it for this match against Griffith. The complete sweep, 3-0. South Central won the first one 25-9, the second one 25-5, and set 3 here 25-17. South Central's got a big test coming up tomorrow against Marquette, who enters 11-2. South Central now 22-2. So either way, it's a winning team for South Central to face and should be a good litmus test, at least as we head towards the end of the season here. Either way, Josh, who would you give your game ball to? I think the whole team honestly played well. I don't know if anyone really stood out.
I honestly don't know who I'm going to give it to. I think I'm going to give it to number 3, Molly Janak. I think I'm going to give it to her. She had very good sets and aces there. You can also give it to Ella Schmack. You can give it to Hope Welsh. There's so many people you could give it to tonight.
Let's give it to Molly. We've never given the game ball to her. Let's give Molly the game ball.
Let's give Molly the game ball. Okay, and that will be a wrap. I will be Sideline reporting again tomorrow, and we'll have Ryan Braun in my position. So, a good satellite night. Here I am, Josh Regan, the color commentary, and my play-by-play guy, Rory Tuminer. We both say a good satellites, good night.
Stay in orbit, guys. Have a good one. Take care.
Okay.